must tell the young generation, I understand that you care about your own career, I understand that you care about having wonderful time overseas, but the challenges in this country, we still need you to be committed to the country, to serve in the best unit, and to be committed to the future of this country. And I'm telling you about it because the military leadership a few years ago understand this reality, and we had built an operational concept that said we have a wonderful pilots, wonderful Air Force, and very advanced technology. So let's build an operational concept that said that in the future we're going to engage and win the conflict just with heavy airstrike. And we can limit the casualties. That's a key point for the Israeli society. And when we initiated a war against the Hezbollah here in front of us on July 12, 2006, we thought in the beginning of the conflict that we are going to complete the mission just with heavy airstrike. But it took us 2 weeks to understand it's not going to work in this case. Why? Because if you look to southern Lebanon and you see the villages and the towns in front of us, you can understand why when you fight against guerrilla it's not going to work. One reason, when you attack the Iraqis' military forces headquarters in Baghdad, it's definitely affect the divisions in the battlefield. But when you attack the Hezbollah headquarters in southern Beirut, what we call Dahya, there is no effect on Muhammad, who is fighting in the front line in Binj, maybe you never heard about it. And the second reason why it's not gonna work, if you look at a big city like Binjbel, it's about 7 miles from here, 1,000 buildings. You can attack with heavy airstrike this city or other towns all over. The Hezbollah who live in this city, they can survive in the tunnels and the bunkers of this city for weeks, maybe months. So the only option to really have a decisive victory against the guerrilla is to occupy this area and clean up every village. And it's going to take weeks, maybe months, and we're going to pay a terrible price in human life, but that's the only option to do it very effective against guerrilla. And it took us 2 weeks to understand it's not going to work in this case. And then we dropped the reserve unit, but we hadn't trained it for a long time. Why? Because we said, why we have to waste billions of shekels to train the unit, and we thought we're going to do everything with Air Force. And it took us 2 weeks to train the units and to be ready to operate the huge ground forces that take over southern Lebanon. It was too late, and in the end of the day, the IDF didn't complete the missions. And we decided to go forward and reoccupy southern Lebanon because we failed to stop the rockets that continue to be launched to Israel every day.